everyone, I'm here with the 31 Days of Tarot. I am doing days 15 to 21 in the Everyday Tarot Challenge. Again, I want to thank Effany for putting this challenge out because it's pretty awesome. And I love seeing everybody's stuff. She's got like a Facebook group and people have been posting links there or just answers to the questions. So it's been a lot of fun watching all of that go on. Just so you know, I do have a Facebook group as well. It is totally like free to join. It is the Rock and Roll Witches. It's in the links below, so just you can click on it. I do have 3 little questions just to make sure that you are interested in joining. But it's a great group. We support each other. There's room for posting. You know, if you've got a website or a channel, there's room for that. We do a sharing thing every Saturday. So come and join us there if you'd like to. So let's get on with our 31 Days of Tarot. So it says, what is your tarot travel bag? What's in your tarot travel bag? I do keep a tarot deck in my purse at all times, just like the tarot geek that I am. There's a couple, I don't carry both of these, I'll carry one or the other. I've had the Radiant Rider Waite in a tin in my purse for the past year or so. I really love the tin because it's super duper sturdy. And I love too, the cards aren't very big. They're just kind of like a nice little size. Smaller than a poker deck, but not too small. And you know, it's Rider-Waite Smith. It's straightforward. Everybody's seen it. I really like this little deck here. I like the colors in the Radiant Rider-Waite as well. They're a little bit brighter than the original. So I kind of prefer that. But then lately, last month I got the Everyday Tarot. This is the one put out by Bridget Esselmont from Biddy Tarot. Super cute, tiny little box. I love the magnetic flap. The only complaint I have, it's even got a tiny little book, is this plastic I feel like won't last. This plastic here. They've got a little opening there. I just feel like this is going to tear at some point, so I feel like I might need a little bag or something. It's good for now. It's a really cute little travel deck as well. Good cardstock, nice purples on the back. I didn't, you know, at first when I saw this online, I wasn't sure about it because it's quite modern. I wouldn't say it's monochromatic because it's got 3 colors, trichromatic maybe. But I've been working with it and I actually really like it. And reading for others, these cards are nice and small. People really love it too. It's very straightforward. So, you know, it's pretty standard, easy to tell what the cards are. I do like the matte gold on the side as well. So it is a nice one to kind of have in the purse. I do have a little bag that I take with me sometimes when I am reading for others on the go. So this lives in my purse, but I do have this little bag here. I'm just going to reach over here and grab it. So this bag has got a nice Welsh dragon on it. It's velvet. And I've got in here my Shadowscapes Tarot wrapped in a cloth for reading. And then I have some crystals in here as well that I always, these are like my reading crystals, my friends. I got my selenite wand for cleansing. I've got a piece of citron to bring like joy, prosperity. I've got clear quartz because I think it helps amplify things, the truth, clarity. And then I've got a piece of raw amethyst to open up the third eye. So those are kind of my friends for when I'm, you know, I know I'm going to someone's house and I'm reading. So that's my little travel bag there. Just going to put that guy away. All right. The next question is, what cards do you look at when you get a new deck? Like what 2 cards are most important to you that they get right or in a way that you like? I have to say, honestly, the High Priestess and Death are pretty important to me. Now, it's not like if I don't like them and the rest of the deck is great, I'm not going to get the deck because I will. But I still do look at those cards to see like, hey, what's the vibe of this deck? I do appreciate it when they're done well. So they are kind of the important ones that I look at. What's your favorite way to tarot journal? I'm sorry, my writing is like terrible, so I write and then I can't always read it sometimes. In my day planner, I actually have a spot where I write the oracle card of the day and a card of the week on top. So that's probably my favorite way to journal. And I don't sit there and write a whole bunch. I just make a note of what card was for each day. I do also, though, if I'm doing a larger reading for myself, I do have a journal, my Book of Mirrors, that I do record the reading in. What cards do you relate to personally? So beyond, your birth card or any cards that are associated with like your astrology, I would have to say the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. And they're actually not far off from my astrology or numerology, because my name, is that your destiny number or your life path number? I always get the two mixed up. It's one of those. Is a 2, so it actually is the High Priestess. Get these cards out here if I can find them. Should have had these prepared ahead of time. I know. So yes, I do. Again, this High Priestess is an important card, and I think it is for a lot of card readers. A lot of people that are practicing the magical arts do like the High Priest. See a good High Priestess in there. Yeah, so there she is. That is one of my favorite personal cards to see. And then the other one is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, I am a Leo, so it is a card that does hold some significance for me astrologically. But for the longest time, it's kind of been my significator card. Like if you had to pull a card out to represent yourself, I would probably pull out the Queen of Wands. Oh, there she is. She's got a little cat at her feet. She's awesome. So very Leo energy here. You've got the cat. You've got the sunflowers. I definitely identify with this card. I know a lot of people identify with Queen of Swords or Queen of Cups, but I'm a fiery girl. Queen of Wands. She's my lady. Next question is, if you were shipwrecked, what 5 decks would you want to have with you? So, difficult one. It could change depending on when you ask me. But as of today, what 5 decks would I want? Well, first of all, as far as tarot goes, I'd want my Shadowscapes Tarot. That's my kind of home deck. That's the one that I would keep with me. As far as Lenormand decks go, I would take the Maybe Lenormand with me. I like that it's got 52 cards, so you've got a little variety. You could take the original 36 out, or you could leave the extra ones in. So it's got a little variety there. So I would like that. And it's straightforward. It's very straightforward, very easy to see what it is. As for Oracle deck, I would keep with me, just going to put this one away. I would want the Spirit Animal Oracle. I've been using this as my daily draw card on my altar. I'm loving this deck so much. What can I say? This deck I would keep with me for my daily draw. I love this deck. And then for God and Goddess decks, I would take the Goddesses and Sirens and Gods and Titans deck with me, because I feel like there's nice masculine feminine balance here. Great for putting on the altar when you're working with a certain god or goddess. So those are the 5 decks that I would take with me as of now. Ask me a year later, it might be entirely different decks that I'm using, but that's my answer for today. 20, favorite tarot spread. I'm going to be totally boring. I have a modified Celtic cross that I use in my readings, and I like a good 3-card reading. The 3-card reading is can be modified so much. You can do past, present, future. You can do opportunity, challenge, outcome. You can do what one person thinks, the other person thinks, and the resolution. It's so there's so much variety and so much you can do with 3-card reading, and you can find out so much from it. And I do like the modified Celtic cross because it does give you a nice picture of what's going on, what energy you're leaving, what's coming up, what you need to do. And I know that's very basic and it's not super exciting, but hey, sometimes basic is what works, right? And finally, question 21, do you use tarot for mediumship readings? No, I don't. I don't do mediumship readings. I'm not a medium, but sometimes when I'm reading for someone, especially in person, I will get things like, hey, you have somebody standing next to you. Also, I get more often than not pets that have passed over rather than people. So I'll be like, hey, I see a dog beside you and the dog looks like this. But I don't use tarot for mediumship readings. To me, it's like if I'm doing a reading for someone and someone shows up and wants to say hi or say something, that's fine, but that doesn't happen all the time, and I cannot guarantee that that's going to happen, so I just don't. If it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. So I tend to not use them. So those are my answers for the week. I am looking forward to seeing your answers. If you have made a video or blog post or are sharing your answers on Ethany's Facebook group or anywhere, please let me know. I would love to see them. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, peace, love,